everyone, so I'm back with another video. So my goal is to do 2 videos a week to make up for the months that I have not made videos for you guys. I was probably like, it's probably been like 8 months since I made a video. So if you watched my previous video, I did this makeup look on camera where I did looks you can do for going live and for showing up for your audience. What I'm doing is I'm doing a series. So I'll do 5 weeks of looks that you can do for going live or for showing up for your audience or for tells you about being an entrepreneur. And so I'll do a series on that. So this week, this is the look that I did. This is the look that I did. And it's kind of like what I call an intermediate look, something where, you know, you're not like a pro at makeup, but you know, you kind of know your way around. So this is a look that we did. Don't mind my hair. I'm trying to let it hold on. Alright, and so what we're going to get into is this first week in our series of 5 things no one tells you that you need to know when starting a boutique or a business. So let's get into it. 5 things that nobody told you when starting your business or your boutique. So the first week's lesson is going to be knowing your audience. Let's talk about me. I've always told you that we're gonna like grow together, we're gonna learn together, and that's what we're doing. When I first started off my boutique, I wanted to do my own line. You guys can go back and follow that story about, you know, how my own line did not come to fruition. But what I started doing was finding wholesale vendors to buy clothing from. And so, you know, I started off doing the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to do things that cater to entrepreneurship and clothing I wanted to cater to plus size as well as regular size women. But I wanted to be something that you can wear for work and play, you know, some transitional pieces, some different things. And so that's what I'm rebranding now. That's what space I am now. We have a lot to talk about. So I will have lots and lots of videos to post for you guys. We have a lot to talk about. It's been 8 months since I started this thing, and it's been crazy. So for me, that was my audience. What I did, which was my mistake, was to let other people influence what I bought. I know who I wanted to target. I know who I was making or buying my clothes for. But I let other people get in my head. Oh, your stuff is too dressy. Oh, you don't have anything for such and such and such. Oh, women like, you know, they like the body types with the, you know, with the cinched in waist and the big booty and the big nice perky breast. You should get clothes for that. I had all this stuff coming in, and now my website shows. I feel like my website is all over the place. I have stuff for plus size, I have stuff for regular size, I got stuff for going out, I got like more churchy stuff, I got more professional stuff, and that's nice if I'm like Macy's. Or that, you know what I mean? That's nice if I'm a TJ Maxx, but I haven't gotten there yet. So right now, I need to find a specific audience that I'm catering to. Same thing with YouTube. Who is your niche? Who are you talking to? Who are you targeting? Who are you going after? Who would benefit from your products? So right now, that's what I'm doing. Now, I may do some dress down looks for my different ideas that I have, or I may do some dress up looks, but it's still going to be catering to that audience and what my audience like. I mean, honestly, when it comes to the opinions of others and what they thought, the truth of the matter is that wasn't the audience that I was targeting. And yes, thank you. Thank you for trying to support me. Thank you for telling me stuff that you like. But at the end of the day, they probably weren't the audience that I was reaching for. And instead of me knowing my vision, knowing my audience, knowing my niche, I conformed to what they wanted me to do. And so, yeah, you do want to listen to your audience. You do want to listen to the stuff that your audience wants to buy from you. But everybody who has an opinion about what you're selling, what you're doing, is not your audience. And that's the fact. So now if your audience tells you, say if you sell curtains and you got some interior designers that want your product, and what they're telling you is the vendor that you're buying from, the curtains are too thin. My customers don't like it. So you're not gonna go to your audience and say, oh, she just hating or something like that. You're gonna listen to that. My favorite quote from Ashley Ann, she's Club Social on Facebook and King Ashley Ann on Instagram. She says, you sell by listening, you sell by listening, you sell by listening. You sell by listening to your audience. Who is your audience? Okay, your audience may be those girls who got the perfect body, big butt, cinched thin waist, big perky boobs. Your audience may be those women who don't really know how to dress themselves, or your audience might be that customer who doesn't really know how to cut their grass, but you're a lawn care professional and you're going to go in and educate them, whatever. But you're talking to your audience. So what I spent 8 months learning is that who is your audience. And if you don't know who, like me, it just really like snapped in my head. Like when I went back and I looked at like the stuff that I was selling the most of, and the stuff that sold out, it really was the stuff that I like. And it really was the stuff that I wanted to give my audience to begin with. And so that's another way you can find your audience. Like if you have no idea who your audience is and you're like me and you're all over the place, look back at who bought your stuff. And I know you're going to have like some family and friends mixed in with that, but look back and see who bought your stuff. Look back at, like I said, look and see who needs your product. Who are you helping? And like right now, I'm in the midst of rebranding my whole entire everything because I didn't listen to me. I didn't listen to the thing that God had put in me, the ideas that God had placed in me. Instead, I wanted to listen to this and this person and this person and this person. So I would encourage you guys, before you buy inventory, before you apply for the EIN, before you make a Facebook page, before you do any of that, really think about who am I targeting? Who is going to benefit from me? Like me. And not even talking about like my boutique, but my YouTube is geared toward entrepreneurship and boutique owners. So I'm not going to go and talk about how I cut my grass, because the entrepreneurs, maybe some entrepreneurs, but what I cater to on this YouTube is helping my business owners grow from the mistakes that I have made, or doing it with me, growing with me, tips and tricks that can help your business grow. Well, you don't have to make the mistakes I made. You don't have to do the stuff that I made. You don't have to do the stuff that I did to make those mistakes or to lose out on money. So if this helped you, please comment below. Please share with somebody. Share it on your page. Share with another entrepreneur. Share with anybody you think will benefit from this. And like I said, definitely leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know that you missed me in the comments, or if you didn't, I take all feedback is welcome. All feedback is welcome. So we're going to do, so I have the next 4 things that we're going to cover today. We covered knowing your audience. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about is inventory, because if you like me and you messed up with not knowing your audience, your inventory is going to be off. So we'll talk about when to you purchase more stuff. We're going to talk about if you purchase too much stuff, inventory. We're going to talk about costs, the costs associated. I think I have done a few more videos. We'll talk about more about inventory costs, taxes and stuff like that. Just the whole entire cost to opening an online boutique. And like I said, it's not specific to just online boutique owners, but all entrepreneurs. Also sales, how to get sales, when I notice my sales increase the most, sales. The last thing we're going to talk about is showing up every day. And every single day you have to show up in some way for your audience, for your buyers, for your supporters, for your community, for your people. You got to show up. So that is the 5 things that nobody told me about being a business owner. Nobody told me about being an entrepreneur. Nobody told me about being an online boutique owner. I had to learn. I had to learn myself. But the thing about that is, I'm making the mistakes so you don't have to. As I have said from my very first video, continue to grow with me. Continue to learn. I will drop... I have new lighting and stuff that I will go ahead and drop the links in the comment section. Let me know how you liking it, the lighting, the new lighting. Definitely go ahead and follow me on all social media. It's a dose of _Tiff. It's shop_Tiff B. Tiff B's Boutique. Go ahead and follow me on all social media outlets. Follow me at ShopTiffB1 on Twitter. As I have always said, I love you guys. I hope you love me. And we'll see you next week.